Today, let's look at Fool to Think from Dave Matthews Band. This is on their Everyday album, and I think the general consensus is this was sort of more a Dave Matthews, Glenn Ballard sort of solo album for Dave, rather than a usual band collaboration. But I love this album. It's got some great songs in it. This one is in standard tuning, and there's really only two guitar sections. If you see him live as well, him being Dave, he plays the verse a little bit differently to what you hear on the album. But the second guitarist, he plays sort of the album note. So I'll show you both, but in the tab, I did just sort of what I hear on the album. All right, let's go. Interesting thing about this album is he generally used an electric guitar, one of those baritone. It's not a Dan Electro. I think it's a baritone type of guitar. But this one is in standard tuning, but it's electric. Okay, and as usual, chords Dave Matthews chooses are really interesting. It's got some interesting voicings. So we've got firstly, it's that sort of a sus2 voicing, a closed voicing. So the first two chords. Okay, it's that shape. Think of a power chord. Instead of the pinky sort of on that octave, you've got to move it up 2 frets. Now I have small hands, so I always put my second finger there on the 5th. So the E sus2 is the first one there. So 0, 2, 4 again. Look at the tabs below, and then on a C, it goes up to a D, but he changes the voicing. Okay, it's that C chord shape, but you move it up 2 frets, and it kind of sounds like it's palm muted, by the way. The first 2 notes are palm muted, and the third note is open. All right, and on that D chord, it's hitting 2 notes there. So you do the first 2 palm muted, and then the open G and that 3rd fret on the B together. In terms of picking, you can do it all down if you want, or you can do down, down, up, whatever you're most comfortable with. Okay, this is a bit I was talking about where Dave plays it a little bit differently live. On the studio album, it definitely sounds like he's doing... Okay, 1, 5, and then the major third. So think of just a bar chord. You're playing sort of first finger, or you're playing 3, 5, 4. Move it up to A, same thing. Move it back down to G. Live, I've seen him do it. Okay, he's got the acoustic, so he's hitting the major third here. And then the octave. Okay, but studio version, for me, he's playing it this way. But either way, I suppose, will work. It's the same chord, he's just playing a different note in the chord. And that's the verse. That's a 4/4 verse, and it's sort of the main part. Now, when we get into the chorus, it's really the only other part in the whole song. It moves to 3/4, and so it's got that sort of triplety feel. Dave Matthews is he's so syncopated. He does things that are timing-wise are interesting. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, then it goes back. So it's all down picking, palm muted, and it's essentially a D major chord. The notes themselves, you're playing 10th fret, move up to the D string, play 11, 12, then 10 on the B string, okay, and then 12, 11, 14, 11, 12. So they're the only notes, 10, 11, 12, 10, and then you've got the 14 there. Again, check the tabs that are on screen and download below. Okay, I'll do it slowly though, what he's doing again. All palm muted and down strokes with your right hand. Then it's exactly the same thing, but he moves to the G. So instead of 10th fret on the bottom string, it's 10th fret on the A string, same thing. Just twice, and then he moves back down to the D. And then he goes back to the verse, and that's kind of it. There is a sort of a guitar solo part that is over those verse chords. I didn't notate the solo, but then when he comes back in there, it's sort of just the unaccompanied guitar going. And then it kicks into the chorus again for sort of that outro. All right, Full to Think from Dave Matthews Band on their Everyday album. Good luck. See you next time.